My name is Melody Petlev, and my breastfeeding journey started off smoothly initially. My husband and I went to a breastfeeding class at the Palms Birth House, and we were completely dedicated to breastfeeding, and he was going to support me. Unfortunately, he passed away when I was 8.5 months pregnant, and I felt very lost at that time. And so I went through the labor and delivery process with the support of my doula and my midwife and my amazing nurse. And I was very committed to breastfeeding still, but I had a lot of challenges. It was very painful. I couldn't get a proper latch. My son struggled, I struggled. I saw a lactation consultant multiple times. She tried to assist me as best as she could. And she also came to my home and did some home visits, and my doula, who was a La Leche League leader, also helped me a great deal, but yet I still found myself struggling. And so my doula actually felt that she recognized a tongue tie and a lip tie, or at least a tongue tie, on my son. And so she suggested that I find a pediatric dentist. And that's how I found Dr. Sadia. She was recommended to me by another of my doula's clients. And the first time I saw her, my son was 2 weeks old, and I was a disaster, naturally, as a new parent and as a single new parent. In an unexpected situation, it was very difficult. But her team was amazing, and they explained everything to me, and they were very gentle with my son, and she did identify and correct both a lip tie and a tongue tie. So once that was done, I realized that it was not going to be an instant fix for breastfeeding. So we persisted, and he still had a lot of issues latching. And at that point, he had grown accustomed to taking a bottle, and then also nursing with a nipple shield, which prevented him from getting most of the milk. But I really wanted to be successful. I really wanted to have that bond with him, and I really wanted to ensure that he was receiving the nutritional benefits of nursing. And one of the things that was particularly important to me was that I had him latch on, because there have been some studies that have shown that the breast recognizes the baby's saliva and can change the formula of the milk to support the immune system of the baby. And so that's why it was important for me to have him actually latching onto the breast. Long story short, it took 9 weeks before we could achieve a perfect latch. And it was a lot of trial and error. It was a lot of putting him on the breast. It was a lot of trying over and over again, not getting frustrated, not allowing him to get overly frustrated, and not giving up. And I can happily say that, you know, he's almost a year old. He'll be a year old in 2 weeks, and we're still actively breastfeeding, and we overcame all these challenges together, and it's been a remarkable relationship for my son and I. I think that having the breastfeeding relationship has helped with my mood. You know, it's released oxytocin while I was nursing, which has helped me improve, you know, how I feel. It's increased this amazing bond between my son and I. I can read him, I understand him very well. We have a unique and remarkable connection. And he's a very healthy, happy, balanced child. And I'm just so thrilled that I didn't give up. I know how hard it is. I had so many people giving me permission based on my circumstances that it was okay. It would be okay if I gave up. And perhaps it would have been okay, but it wasn't okay to me in my heart. And I wanted to do this for my son. And I'm so glad we didn't give up. And breastfeeding is so much easier now. So that's my story, and I can honestly say I couldn't have done it without Dr. Sadia and with the support of friends, and I hope this inspires somebody else to not give up too.